Good morning, everybody. It's Hammer. Today is Friday, December 13th. That's right, Friday the 13th. I have to Google. I forgot. Where did Friday the 13th get its bad connotation, its history, if you will, its origin? But anyway, it is Friday the 13th, 2024. I, of course, with Originator Success, here to wrap up the week with you. Remember, you can join me live each and every weekday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time on Facebook and on YouTube. If you're here live, say good morning. If you're watching on the replay, don't forget to give me a hashtag replay in the comments. Let me know that you were here. Just realized I forgot to send out the text. Let me say... Let's go ahead and send that out real quick. That way we remind people that we're live. So there we go. All right, now it's hitting. Anyway, remember you can join me live each and every day. Don't forget to smash the like button, tag another friend, share this post in the group. Let's go ahead and say hi to the live folks. Who do we got here this morning? Miss Bobby Searson. Good morning, Ms. Searson. Good morning, James Mahan. Happy Friday, my friends. Jeremy Lowe, ready for some great news. The great news is it's Friday. That's today's great news, Jeremy. The great news, it's Friday of a week that was all right. Jonathan Steele, good morning. Great to have you here. I'm going to dive in. We're going to keep it pretty brief today. Let me see. I have to move. I have my iPhone, and it's in the way of my screen, so I got to move this over a little bit. All right. Lock advice remains to protect the pipeline. Go ahead and lock them. I am going to share my screen real quick. Let me just pull that up. We'll get that on there. Good morning, Mr. Einkorn. Got any dad jokes for us today? If not, I got one. Hold on. Watch this. There we go. Proof that I have the coolest kids in the world. This is what my daughter got me for Christmas a while back. The Essential Compendium of Dad Jokes. So if my man Nathan Einkorn, he's got one today, but if he ever comes up short, I got your back. He said, this one's for Randy Teagle. What did the horse say after it tripped? Help! I've fallen and I can't giddy up. Hopefully he catches that one. We'll have to tag him in there. I think you make sure you tagged him so that he sees it. So, all right, my friends, good morning. Let me go ahead and pull up what we got going on here. Share the screen. Hold on a minute. There we are. All right, so mortgage-backed securities are down about 10 basis points to start the day. Rate sheet's going to continue to get worse. Take a look here at the rates. You'll see we've crept up. We hit our best a week ago last Friday, 6.68. Now, when I say our best, I mean in this current trend, rebounding after where we were at in September. Since then, though, it's kind of crept up a little bit, and it's back to where it was right before that Friday. Now, on the 29th, which was 2 Fridays ago, we ended the week at 6.88. So we're not really seeing rates get worse, but it's kind of funny because the stuff on the news talks about rates getting better, and it's so late because everything moves so quickly. They're not really getting it. But in the meantime, the same realities. Markets are expecting to see a rate cut next week at the Fed meeting. Remember, that meeting will be on Wednesday, December 18th. However, the question becomes what happens after that. I anticipate we'll see a much more hawkish Fed. So do a lot of other people. Including, they don't have it on this. It was on the other one, on the mobile version, but there was Antonia guy. So a bunch of people, though. I think it's where we're going to be. I don't think we're going to see much. Key Treasury spread turns positive with the Fed rate cut in view. This is the 10 and 2 year they're talking about here. Yields on U.S. 10-year notes exceeded 3-month bill yields for the first time. Oh, they're not even talking about the 2 years. They're talking about the 3-month since 2022. This is signs of stabilization, normalization. Remember, this was supposed to be, when we saw these inverse yield curves, this was supposed to be all of the signs that we were going to see a recession. The recession that just never happened, right? It was like the recession before Christmas. It was like the recession that just never happened. So there's still all this talk of this, but in the meantime, really not a big thing. But we are seeing yields climb. The 10-year Treasury yield is up to 4.36. Remember, it was dropped all the way down to 4.15 last week, but I said I did not trust it. We were at 4.22 on Monday, 4.19-ish on Tuesday. And I had said we definitely wanted to take advantage of that kind of little blip that we had there. Wednesday, we got the CPI inflation data, and it kind of helped bonds to recover. But you could see over here, back on this candlestick chart over here, they were testing the 50-day move or 100-day moving average, this green line, and they were just unable to break it. Very, very strong technicals. Now we're going to get some technical support. So you see that we're kind of on a convergence of the 25 and 200-day moving averages. The 200-day, a much more stable, a much stronger technical support level at 100.93. Right now we're at 100.95. I think that's about all it's going to get to today, making reprice risk on the day low. I think we're likely to get a bounce, but there's no guarantee of that. We could cautiously float, looking to pick up a little bit of pricing heading into next week, but I don't trust that this technical support necessarily will hold. And as we head into next week's Fed meeting, I think the Fed meeting is going to be too hawkish to really take any bets that we want to be floating. So my advice, as you see down at the bottom of the screen, is to continue on locking them. Randy Teakle, did you see Nathan Einkorn's joke for you? Let me go ahead and pull it back up. Good morning, Alan Christian, you stud. Hold on a minute. There you go. So throwing it on the screen for you, Teakle. This one is for Randy Teakle. What did the horse say after it tripped? Help! I've fallen and I can't giddy up. There you are, my friend. Colin Jordan, good morning, sir. So anyway, that's where we're at on Friday, y'all. It's going to be a short one today. I don't really have anything new to say. Like I said, I think we're going into a Fed meeting. It's going to be hawkish. I think that the media is really going to be looking for signs on what comes next. I think the Fed's going to pause in January, and so do markets. They're pricing that in at 76%, 3 out of 4 believe we're going to be at 4.25, which is where we would be after we see a rate cut this month at 4.25. So it's very unexpected that we will see anything moving from there. And that's kind of where we're at. So I got to remember to turn the captions off before I change screens. That's it. I know it's quiet. I know it's boring. What are y'all doing on Friday? I am going tomorrow to see my daughter sing. My grown adult daughter, she will be singing in a choir. They call it the Christmas Tree over in Charlotte. It's a, amateur production. I say amateur only because they don't get paid, but it's looking forward to that. So we'll be hanging there for the weekend, coming back and trying to just dig in. I'm going to be doing my annual business planning session, and it's more like business and life planning. What I love about my session is we do a workshop. It's a few hours long, and you leave with something actual in your hand. This year, I want to do even a little bit more with some, actual implementables and actionables. So we'll be talking about that, but keep an eye out if you'd like to participate in that. I do charge a few bucks for it. It helps pay the Christmas bonuses over at Originator Success. And I do it to keep you accountable. And I feel there's certainly value to it, a lot more than I charge. So, but there is a charge to it, but it's worth it. So, all right, my friends, I'm going to wrap it up. And as always, I appreciate you. Let's go ahead and remind you that you can sign up for our free email lock advice, get an email to your inbox each and every weekday morning, www.ratelockadvice.com. You can sign up for our text alerts, www.ratetextalerts.com. They're $7 a month. We send you out a morning and afternoon alert. And if there's any reprice risks, we kind of warn you to help protect your pipeline. If you'd like a reminder that I'm going live, you can use this cool QR code here or sign up at hmmr.io/reminder. And last but not least, check us out at originatorssuccess.com. Although I love talking about markets, rates, and pricing each and every day, what we really do here is help you to get loans from Google and social media. All right, my friends, I'm going to wrap it up. You guys tell me what you're doing this weekend. And Jerry, you want some improvements, but unfortunately, my friend, I got to tell you, no, you're not going to be seeing much improvements. It's just not going to happen. These are the rates. They're the economic data that's coming out. We can, pick where there's weaknesses. We can pick it apart and talk about the shelter component of the CPI and the, certain components of labor and the labor market data. But at the end of the day, the economy is humming along. People are spending money. And even if they're building up debt, they're spending money. And that's going to keep things going. We're just not in a position to see rates move lower, maybe a little bit into 2025, but not really anytime soon. The good news is people are coming to terms with it, and they're getting out there buying houses and refinancing anyway. A lot of debt consolidation refis in 2025 is what we'll be focused on. So, all right, my friends, well, y'all have a fantastic weekend. I will see you on Monday. Bye-bye.